The I Am Next show, myself, Mr. I Am Next. We got Lashona Rose, and we got the one and only
Hello,
Lord
hi.
Apex. How you doing, Apex?
How you doing, internet? What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying?
Good, man. Yourself?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
What you smoking? What you burning? What string?
Undisclosed right now. I ain't gonna
Hey.
I just burned through the zip so much, I forgot. You know what I'm
Yeah, I forgot.
saying?
Oh.
But now, it's like, I don't know, man. They just can't.
Does anything even taste different to you, or does it just taste the same?
I got like canine though. Like I can like blindfold me, do the test or like I'll catch it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I need to get you on getting smoky, actually. That's a fact.
What? Listen, I've been waiting to get on that, man.
Yeah, after quarantine and that, after Corona passes and that, definitely got to get you on the Getting Smoky episode.
Trying it out, show them I always smoke for real.
How's
Come
the
on.
lockdown been for you?
Lockdown for me, beginning was trash.
Why?
Because what? Why am I inside?
But I feel like you're always inside, you know.
That's what I make the internet look like. Like this is the thing, right? On my stories and that, like I snap when I'm comfortable in it. Like, it used to be when I'm smoking inside and what I do when I'm outside is enjoy actual life. You feel me? So it's like I'm
Yeah.
outside. So man, I'm always feel like I'm in the crib when really I'm out and about. I'm just not bothered to be on my phone like that. If I'm honest, like I'm around, man.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to be in the crib, but now like I'm planning in it. Like it's cool. I got a little routine. Get up like 8, 9 in the morning. You know what I mean? Hit the garden, catch a little sun. You know what I mean, come inside.
Yeah.
Look at my books, not read them, and then like it's way more stuff, man. Like getting through it though.
I feel you. Where did you get your name from? Because you got many. Lord Apex, Sensei.
Yeah.
There's so many I've heard over time.
So like every time it's like new moods and personalities. So I just run a new name. But Lord Apex, first the Lord came from listening to like Madlib Quasimoto. Like when I stumbled across that music, like the nickname for his alias was Lord Quaz. And I kind of just like how that Lord sticks out, like it hit different. But it was more so like a reminder to be like, yeah, in my like come up, like this is kind of what I want my music to sound like, essentially. You feel me? So it was like Lord came from that, and then Apex was really just on some like I came across the word and kind of just got attached to it, and it came at a time where it was like there weren't really no X's in rappers' names at the time, apart from like the bait ones like DMX and shit like that. Like, so it was like I wanted that to like kind of just stick with you. And then it just, they just came together, and it's been a madness ever since, to be honest. So.
Yeah, man. And you've been rapping for years as well.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping from what?
I started in 2009. Yeah.
Crazy. And you got 18 solid projects out right now.
Yeah. Something like that. I lost count.
So what? So CDC, your projects. What would be the free projects someone would need to listen to get to know you? Because you got like I've listened to. I'm not gonna lie and say I've listened to all 18. I've listened to at least like a strong 8.
Well, this like I would say the first one you gotta listen to is Golden Era. That's like the first one I dropped.
Yeah.
And I'm rapping like I'm rapping right now. Many times I want smoking. So like if you listen to that project, you're really gonna catch an insight to like where I want it to be essentially like 10 years from now, sort of thing. Or just this music shit. So like once you get to that, it's like just on a production level as well also. And then I would say listen to EM1, because obviously like that kind of just birthed a whole new like situation in general. And then I don't know, man, it's just bad music. Like other than that, like just run the SoundCloud things. I wouldn't even tell them to go listen to another thing. Or they're like random joints on SoundCloud are like my favorite songs, to be honest.
Do you miss the whole SoundCloud era when everyone was on there and like dropping music on there?
I was just talking about this with someone, like, in its prime, like, when it was really popping, like, it was at a point where, like, I would wake up and, like, check SoundCloud before I'd even check any other socials, because it was just that active, and, like, you wake up, there's a new producer, there's a new beat, there's a new project out. It was just instant inspiration. But on top of all of that, it's like, these are all people that are just in their crib, no one's famous. You feel me? Energy was just different. And no one was even really getting paid like that. So
yeah, for real.
And as soon as the Spotify and all that ish came in, it kind of switched it up. But it's like everything, like, what's it called? Life's about change. You know what I'm saying? So like that era is what it is now, and like there's still artists that came from that era that, like, if they get asked the same thing, they can go in and like tell you specific shit that happened in it. But like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
themselves on SoundCloud. They didn't really have to think about the numbers and stuff like that. They were just able to just drop music and kind of just live for it.
It was more just doing it for, not for fun, but the enjoyment. That's what I feel SoundCloud really was. It's like just really.
There's no rules, literally. Like, wake up, drop a project because you feel like it. Like a whole project. And then these times we're talking about project here and there. But I just done it because I felt like it.
Yeah.
From people, you just felt like it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot that's gonna waste though. So it's kind of hard to capture that. And like that life sometimes.
Yeah, now there's just so many rules, and like you drop a project to try and get in the playlist. Which playlist are you getting put in? And yeah, man, it's
with me. Like, I'm not trying to. I ain't ever done.
Yeah, I don't get that vibe from you.
When man talk about trying to get into playlists and all of these things, it irks me, man. If anything I've ever done, it's happened naturally. Like, I ain't forced no one. I ain't even hit my brethren's DM and been like, yo, can you share this video for me? No shots at anyone, but that's not my vibe, because it means you don't generally feel the music genuinely. I mean, so it's like, if you really feel it, you're going to go search for it. So there's no point in me even sending it to you, you know what I'm saying? As a friend, you see it on your timeline. You're going to post it if you want to post it, but like, I'm not going to ask you to post it because
it's not by force.
Like, yeah, the music's not even for you. It's for whoever enjoys the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I feel like that's what people forget, that music is really so subjective. Like, someone could say Kanye West is the GOAT, but to someone else, he's a whack artist. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Big fact. Like, I'll call him a GOAT, but I'll call him I wouldn't even call him it from a musical standpoint. From him, it's more so like the trajectory and everything he's done, from being like someone who was doubted he can't even be a rapper, to being like, all right, cool, or platinum, to being like, no, we're making shoes and that, and then to the point now, like, nah, everyone's got your shoes in it, but this is still a rapper. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the stuff I respect him for. But like, yeah, it's mad.
What happened with your Colors video? Why was it removed?
So like, basically, apparently some like big Asian rapper got offended because of the rising flag I had on the video. So like he
really?
Look, you know what I mean? He said what he said. I don't know what he said. And then they got taken down. But at the same time, me and Colors were speaking, and I was like, raw, like, that's not in my character. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. So at the same time, I was like, yeah, let's take it down. Because if people are feeling disrespected, like, nah, that wasn't the plan, you feel me? So it was just like, cool, we can just shoot another one, and then panned it, and then it got done.
Wow. I didn't think it was like that. It was because of offense or anything like that.
Giving me like Nancy pictures saying like, yo, you like, man.
Jeez.
Saying I'm a Nancy.
No, people getting at you like that.
Like, you know, yo, hey.
That's mad. What kind of music was played in your household?
Boom. So I was listening to like Barris Hammond, Sizzla, Cable, Bounty Killer. Early Egyptian, Secure, Tyrus Riley, everyone, Peter,
Mm,
Bob Marley and the Wailers. Like I grew up on reggae. But
yeah, heavy.
little apart from the reggae, like the few heads that it was, like I had my older sister's 30 still.
Yeah.
My older sister put me onto Lord of the Mics.
Okay.
Introduced me to like So Solid. She introduced me to DWE. Just mad early. And then on my mum's side, like a few rap heads like she was feeling was Busta Rhymes. So I've like always just had a love for Busta Rhymes. But
Yeah.
with Matthew, more Steph. So it was like people like that, they've just always been a part of like I don't know the frequency I'm tuned to.
What would you say three? Oh, sorry.
Go on, no, go on, go on, go on.
I was gonna say, what would you say three important projects that have shaped you to be who you are?
All right. So Max B, don't mean Diego.
Jeez.
What Max B is my favorite rapper of all time. But that project in general is just like I just spent many like summers with it just on repeat in my BlackBerry, like just really on some like when you really live with a project to the point where just subconsciously you don't even know how you know every line, but it's just one of them. I would say Illmatic was another one that kind of shifted things for me because it was kind of when I was just starting to get into rap, and it was like, all right, boom, if I'm gonna be quote unquote a legend one day, like let me go listen to all of like the legendary rap out. Started with that, and then just stuck with that for a while because in general it's just amazing anyway. And then third, I would say that's kind of tough, man. I said three, man. I listen to so much albums. I listen to 3 albums in a day. Damn. All right, one second. Third one, probably
MF.
with the Mad Villain, because obviously, like, that was like the birth of like just thinking abstract, because like hip hop was very like structured, and then Doom came along and was like, no, I'm just gonna rap for a minute, and like that's the song. So like that in my mind to be like, there's no rules when it comes to like whatever I make, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So one for sure.
So would those be the 3 artists you would call your goats, or would there be any different? Because I've done my research and found you mentioned Little B, and I don't really know who he is, but I've heard so much about him.
This is the thing I always forget to go into. Like, obviously, like I'm a big hip hop head, but like, wow, I'm 23, so I grew up with the internet. So like, I'm also like, one of my biggest inspirations is Soulja Boy, and I wouldn't be rapping if it was not for Soulja Boy. Like, I was a Soulja Boy fanatic from like young, so it was like, yeah. So it's like he introduced me to the internet from like young. So like even down to like on my YouTube, that's the first person I subscribed to. So it was like being subscribed to that, it just put me on to like, wow, like man's just young, he's just vlogging. I was just doing everything early that man I'm doing now, even down to like flows, songs, whatever. He was just in tune with a whole bunch of other people. But like mainly my thing is like any artist that really has like a large catalog of mixtapes is probably one of my favorite artists. So
Okay.
You got Currency, you got Wiz, you got Lil Wayne, you got Lil B, you got Soulja, you got Gucci, Gigs. Come on, like obviously, like yeah, I'm heavy on the like US shit, but like there definitely is a few back in the day that I was heavy on as well. I was heavy on some Jay back in the day.
Big stage, you know, that's a guy.
Why do you feel like artists or just musicians that have loads of mixtapes? Because I feel like it's a very hip hop thing, or a very like rappers have mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Whereas they're not like, oh, I'm gonna stick to albums and EPs. They just want to release their music and put it out. Do you think it's
you want to be free? Like it's an unload. Like even So like from one standpoint, like say for instance, when Gucci was in jail, Gucci had so much music. He had enough music to make it look like he was making new songs. And
Yeah.
he was dropping projects every month. And he dropped to like 15 mixtapes in a year from jail. So it's like, this is just because you just work at a different work rate. So I've been on some like, if you lock me in a professional studio, I'll probably come out with 30 songs in a day. That's just life. Because that's just been my work rate. It's just natural for me to work like that. So it's like, there's just certain artists that will rather work like that, and then we can skim through and then go back and be like, all right, cool. It's like once I record something, I'm not even trying to listen back. We just go into the next one. You know what I mean?
Even Vibes Cartel is a person who's currently doing that.
Feel me? Like, who's got the time, man?
Yeah,
like, I'm going like really on some like Tupac mentality, like just no one's got time. Just next one. Then we
I heard that.
all right, cool. Like, yeah, that's nice. I don't like that one. And then work through it, you know?
How important is nostalgia to you? Because I feel like you really hold a 90s element or just like a very old school vibe to not like basically everything you do, like from merch to like the kind of merch you release, vinyls. Like not many people are really and you've been doing that for as long as I've known you, maybe as long as IMNXT's been around. You've been holding down the nostalgia and bringing back cassettes, vinyls, and all these things. How important is it to you, and why?
You know what? Like, because I understood very early, like when shit is all said and done, yeah, like when the internet's gone, like this is what's gonna survive. Like this is forever. You feel me? Like vinyls that my like dads had from like the 70s and the 80s, and it's like they're alive and I can touch them. You feel me? So it's like anyone that thinks vinyls thinks forward. Like, so it's like, right, if I make a vinyl today, where's it gonna be in 50 years? You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like that. It's like these things last forever. And digital streaming, it's not gonna last forever because it's not tangible. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? There ain't even no spiritual sense to it because there's less senses to it. It's just something you gotta plug in and like, cool, if we got Wi-Fi, we can listen. If we don't have Wi-Fi, we're pissed. You feel? Either way. But it's like, no, if I pay for this one vinyl, I have this vinyl forever. So like whenever I want, yeah, it might be longer, but I can listen to this album whenever I want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just makes more sense. It just makes more sense.
I heard that.
Future music's a bit mad in it, so it's like no one knows where streaming just came in the oven. 10 years from now, it's gonna look back. So it's like you might as well stick to like the original music business plan because like that's what it is. It's like it's not gonna fail, you know.
Yeah, facts.
Is there any dream collabs or features that you've got in the pipeline that you really want to do?
Yeah. Man, I hold on crazy still. Like flipping. I don't know, man. Boards of Canada. I want to do something with Boards of Canada.
Yeah.
Home Shape.
Yeah, Home Shape's hard.
Hard, man. I don't know. Like I'm tired. I'm like, I already get wooed at the rappers, innit? You know me, like
Yeah.
stuff. I'd rather get wooed at a producer and be, yo, I really want to work at that producer. But even then, there's like a million producers in the world, so it's like I'm trying to work with some legends, like some jazz musicians or something. Just Lonnie Liston Smith, him as well. Like I try to do some shit with him. Roy Ayers or something. You know?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, man. You just dropped Dark Skies and secretly Isolation, because I just stumbled across that on Bandcamp. It's not on Spotify. It's not on SoundCloud. Pardon?
Never gonna be.
Why?
So I feel
I realize you do that. You upload something for a short amount of time, then it's straight to Bandcamp.
it's like it's putting the control of the music back and putting what's it? I'm getting high now. Back in the artist's hand, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all them decisions are up to me, man. So like if I don't like a song no more, I can take it down because it's entirely up to me. But it's like certain times it's just that rareness too. Like even a song that I might have taken down, it probably was available to download, and like I seen like 30 people downloaded it. So it's like it's still in existence, but it's just rare now, and like rare is cool. So you know what I'm saying? Like rare. Every time you listen to me, you should be able to stumble across another song that's like, "Rah, when did this come out?"
Yeah.
It keeps people excited.
Yeah, man.
So how you finding the feedback from that? What are the fans telling you so far?
No, lie, like Dark Skies was on some like therapy things. So like I was really like I wasn't really even checking for feedback or really like promoting it like that. By the time it came out, it was like I just want to get this out now. See, like it's Dark Skies. It was already just a darker vibe than I'm used to putting. So I got some crazy visuals planned for it actually. Like I might try to turn into a short film just to kind of make up for like not really promoting it like I wanted to promo it. But also what happened is I fell into like a management situation mid that album coming out. So it was like as soon as that did come out, it was like start putting plans together for something else. So I've got some crazy visuals planned for it, and like after this quarantine thing's done, like we're gonna tap back into that for a second, bring some more energy back to that. But like there's a whole bunch more music, like some crazy things coming, man. Crazy. Yo, swear down, like yeah, all right, cool.
Even before we started this recording, you were telling me how you even created the isolation tape, where it was just like you just went into your catalog of I don't know what's in your vault so far, but man.
I got a folder that just says like old drafts, and like there's another one that's like old collabs. So like it's just old music ranging back to 2015. So like one day when I was kind of like organizing my folder, I was just like listening through everyone individually and being like, wow. And like just decided to put a little something together. Like, felt like part two, so it was just like, yeah, it's there.
What, do you have any videos for the isolation tape?
Nah, because it's just like old drafts on that, like it's literally like lost files sort of thing. I do some visuals, but again, like them songs are like cool.
So what's in the pipeline? Like, obviously you sold out the headline show. Obviously, Mrs. Corona made us have to postpone.
Why does she have to be a woman?
Well, nah, Ron.
Yeah, go put a Ron.
Nah, let's not do that. But what's it called? Yeah, no, September 6th is the new date for the show. So it's like cool. I don't mind like the postpone just means like I got more time to prepare and do something crazy when the show does happen and stuff. And like so that's all right. But we got Smoke Sessions 3 coming, and that's gonna be like a whole movie. It might turn into like something bigger. Like we're just gonna keep it rolling. Like rolling. Obviously, like we got the Mos Def shows supporting him on tour in the fall. Like all of them shows are still happening. They're just postponed as well. Might be supporting Freddie in the beginning of next year.
That's fire.
That'll be dope.
But other than that, I'm working on this EP with this producer called Vidon from New York, and that's like some stupid shit. Like I can't even describe that shit. Like I kind of got like some drill tune on there. It's not really drill. No, that's the wrong word. It's kind of very like.
Very excited about it as well.
I'm excited about it still, because I want to hear what people say about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like certain times I just tap into a London bag, like a little like this flow just comes out, just out of nowhere naturally, and I'm like, right, okay, cool. Like, what's this gonna do though? So like, I want to see how people react to it still. So I'm excited for this one. It's gonna be crazy.
No, I'm excited for how excited you are. Just see your reactions, just letting me know like this is gonna be some fire shit, more epic Apex.
There's certain collabs on here that's like don't even hit my DM no more. Like that's out the water, dog.
Well, no sneak peeks, no leaks. Like who's a feature?
Bro, like it's one of them. Like I don't even know what I can tell you now. That's how official shit is now. That I know what I can tell. It's like there's some shit coming. You're gonna be surprised for sure. Everyone that like, nah, there's gonna be some shit, man. Like everyone knows them, so it's like, okay.
Sounds lit still.
What, do you have anyone new you're listening to?
Man, let me open my Spotify real quick. You know my memories like stuff. Yeah. Spotify. I've been really back on some old things, to be honest. I've been on that Knowledge album recently. Heavy. He just dropped the album. It's just bad beats though.
Yeah, I've been listening to it a lot recently as well.
Yeah, it's just been on repeat still. It's definitely like a Max picked up to Wave Pack, but it's like all remastered songs, all his old songs that was on YouTube, like just packed into this like it's like 40 songs in this one album, but they're on Spotify. Remasters, so they sound kind of like new songs, which is kind of lit, which is kind of sick that you can do that with old songs, you know what I mean? Just go back and master them and that. But I ain't really been listening to too much new stuff. I really just been on some old stuff. I was listening to Joel Santana yesterday. For some reason, Jim Jones the day before that. It's been a bit diffy recently, so it's been a bit diffy.
It's heavy.
It might be Cameron tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah.
Who's your favorite out of those three? Do you have a favorite?
I just realized yesterday it's Joel still.
Really? Mine is Jim. Jim Jones has.
Personality wise, I love Jim. I love Jim still, but like flow wise, it boils down to Joel's, man. Cause like he was the youngest, so like he had that
flavor, he had the sauce.
Nah, he had a gritty energy. Like they had him on. We're gonna go to the club. Like you got to stay in the studio till you got that verse wrote. So like he was just on some like you know what I'm saying, like yeah.
True.
How did you end up meeting the everyone in EM? Cause I know like a couple of the guys reside from West, but like for instance, Lewis, he's from my area, obviously southwest. So
I met Lewis first, and I met Lewis, my guy Revo. I used to go to the studio in Grove, like in the youth center. And like, what's it called? I met him in there, and he used to tell me like, "Yo, like I got a friend called Lewis. I think you'll really fuck with him still." Just on some random thing, you know, no one ever says that like at the time. And then I met him, and then just off top, like we just had the same energy, and then it was just like, yeah, we was on the same vibes, listening to the same music, everything. Ended up having the same last name, all of that. Yeah, like it's all mad. And then he knew Parallel. I think they used to like, I don't know, do some musical dance something in the back in the day.
Yeah, Boy Blue, I think.
Boy Blue. And then Parallel went to school with Finn Foxhole. Same time. I just ran like just before I met Finn through Parallel, through meeting him through Lewis. I ran across Finn's music on SoundCloud, like the 15 to 40 joint, and it was like, rah, like okay, like you're. Like, I like your vibe, like, you're hard. Like, first song, you're going crazy, you know what I mean? You're talking about Rizzlers and that. Just like, yeah, we're on the same. And when I ended up meeting him, I was like, rah, like, your voice is a bit deep. It's a bit mad. Like, that's my brother, man. Like, first day I met him, like, remember he came to the crib, we was just bumping bare Sizzler, like, just bare reggae back to back, just going crazy, like. Yeah, it just met all of them natural, like just one through another, and like.
That's dope.
Yeah, when by the time I met Kylo, like I started recording EM1 at his crib. So like by the time that tape finished and it got put out, like certain fans was just kind of chanting Elevation as if it was like a thing, you know. Sort of made it a thing. So I was like, right, it might as well be a thing. And then turned it into a thing, you know, it's tied on my skin. Yeah.
No, epic. But we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been a great interview, spending some time with the guy himself. And yeah, man. Thank you, Lord Apex, for joining the I Am Next show. Myself, Mr. I Am Next, LaShawna Rose. And yeah, man, what's coming? What's coming? This is a 420 special as well. This is gonna come out on 420.
Special, man. Like I'm like, all right, cool. We're on the internet, and so like we got other streams going on. So like, go watch the color stream. Probably doing a color stream.
He said probably doing a color stream.
Yeah, probably. Those are my friends. Like that. No. Probably doing a boiler room stream. Probably doing my own stream because it's 420. Why not?
Everywhere,
man. Other than that, there's bad music. Me and Cambu, different video coming. You know what I'm saying? That video is crazy. Like, it's stupid. That's like my first official like collab video with someone else. A rapper outside the camp, I guess, as well. Like, but this video is crazy still. Other than that, man, I like to surprise people. So like, I don't even know. I don't know what's coming next.
When the time's right, I want a Lord Apex and Samwise collab tape.
Oh,
when the time's right. When the time's right.
He got some stuff on the way, stuff.
Yeah.
I would like a tape though. That would be hard stuff.
Oh, brav. That one would be big promo.
That'd be fire, bro.
I want to do a tape with Bench. I want to do a tape with Bench, man. Me and Bench. Yeah.
Make it happen, man. We're inside. Corona's here. Like, just the internet. Send it across.
Nah, I'll be like that. I'm gonna get to it. There's a waiting list for me. Like, it's peak, man.
Nah, I feel you. Again, though, Apex, thank you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Much love to everyone. All of that.
The I Am Next show. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, man. See ya.